You're gonna notice here shortly my videos are gonna change. As the FAA has released their Part 107 mandating for any form of aerial photography, my videos for the most part are going to be broke down into twos. You're gonna have the initial video as to what I'm talking about, my review on it or whatever, and then I'm gonna have a part 2 to it, which I'm going to update periodically. The reason for this being that I'm really working on making this channel work. I want this to be a thing. I'm going to stick with it long term. I would like to become a monetized channel and try to grow with the YouTube community. But for the time being, until I get my Part 107 license, I cannot do that because anything that is filmed from the aircraft automatically puts you into Part 107. The FAA is cracking down on everybody for this, and if you do not have that, then they are fining people, and I'm not trying to get my head cut off before I get a chance to grow. You know what I'm saying? So here real quick, I'm just going to show you a couple of clips. These are just from the cameras being activated. There's not going to be any video footage, but check this out and you will definitely see the amount of detail difference that I am talking about. Good morning everybody and welcome back to Thumb FPV. Today we're going to go over the DJI goggles. Not just one, not just two, but both of them. Check this out. So when DJI announced that they had new goggles coming out, I was totally geeked, as was literally everybody else. I was like, yes, new friggin' goggles, about time. V1s have been out for about, 2 years, 26 months, something like that. And they were good, they were great, but the FPV industry just keeps going and going and going. It seems like literally every single day there's a new ESC, there's a new flight controller, something. Goggles, not so fast, but they do keep moving. So finally the V2s came out. First they were on pre-order, now you can get them. Now they're available with the DJI FPV COMBO bundle, and that's great. When I got them, I was a little worried. I took them out of the box. I was like, this is the same thing. I already have these. I don't know why. I seen them on Get FPV or RDQ, and they looked a little different. I took them out of the box, and they looked identical to the V1 pair. And when you look at them, they literally are. They did not change one single thing on these, and got to looking and looking and looking. I cannot find a single difference on them. However, when you put these things on, the difference is night and day. I'm not joking. This is like if you fly analog and you went from the Fat Shark V5s up to the rapid fire module, boom, instant difference. Clarity, definition, the light, everything is freaking insane in these things. If you want to get these and you've been thinking about it, well, I already got the V1s and they were pretty good. No, I'm telling you, you should buy these. The spectrum of everything on it is just amazing. I'm going to include a couple of videos or just quick pics in this video to show you the difference on them. The V1s on the air unit as opposed to the V2s on the new DJI FPV COMBO, and it is insane. So if you're looking to get a new pair of goggles, you want to go with the DJI FPV, definitely highly recommend that you go with these. Get it all together if you can. If you get the FPV COMBO kit, it all comes pre-bound. You do still have to activate and go through the phone, the DJI Fly app. You have to activate everything through the goggles, but they all do come pre-connected and you can skip that step. So as I was talking about here, we have the DJI Goggles V1, the DJI Goggles V2. These things are literally identical looking at them up close. There is not a single bit of difference in these whatsoever that you can see physically. Just wanted to show you guys this real quick. It is the matching goggles. I mean, it's spitting image of each other. I did take them down this low though, and literally take the straps, the antennas off of them, everything like that. The only thing that I've been able to find in them physically different is the weight. Now, the original goggles do weigh 11.9 grams, and the new ones do weigh 12.1. Not a lot of difference, but there is still a difference there. Now let's take a look at the footage. Checking out the footage from the V1 goggles and the air unit right now. Now, as far as anything that's happened in FPV history, aside from an action camera, this is pretty good compared to anything else. Like I said, analog was not the greatest. This is pretty good. I like this. You can see definition, you can see the grass, whatever. A little bit of the lens flare on the sun right there. It's kind of blinding a bit, but I mean, you move a lot when you're flying, so that's not really a big issue. Sky is kind of pixelized a little bit out in the background. The awning off to the side right there in the trash can, that's not bad. But the new goggles are so much better. We're going to take a look at this real quick. This is what I have been waiting for. This is absolutely amazing. Everything on it is just boom. Now, it's not exactly the same angle, because it's not. The FPV crafts, as far as freestyle, you have a tilt to the lens or whatever. But you can see immediately here, right off the rip, the amount of difference in this. Everybody's like, oh, the new camera on the new DJI FPV sucks. Why? Where do you see that this camera is bad? This is amazing. This is almost as good as my camera that I use to film and record with. Like, this is pristine, especially for the pricing on it. You do have to have the drone and all the rest of the stuff, but a DJI Air unit is $180, and these things for the new DJI FPV are less than $150. The price is down, the quality is twice as much, and everybody just keeps talking all this nonsense and garbage about this drone. You guys, go find one and fly it. I don't know, go buy it. I'm telling you, you spend the $1,300 on this, you're not going to be let down, if you can even find one. But I just wanted to go over and show you guys real quick a quick comparison between the old and the new, and what people are saying about the new goggles and the new camera being horrible. They are lying. Do not believe it. This right here is where it's at. This is awesome. Get these goggles. Here we have it. This is the DJI Goggles V2 versus the Goggles V1. Honestly, both of them, very good pair of goggles. If you already have the V1s, do you have to go get the V2s? No, but why wouldn't you? They're so much better. I have not personally had them put on my FPV quad yet, as far as, say, like this. They do work on the FPV COMBO. Also, there was a bug. They weren't working depending on what you had. Some of them that came connected to the FPV COMBO were not working with the CADX Vista or the DJI Air unit. There was a fix that they made for that, and there are some instructions that I will include at the end of this video, which is coming up here very shortly. But I just wanted to bring this to you guys. If you don't have the V1 goggles, I wouldn't waste my time trying to find them. They're pretty much obsolete. If you want to get into digital FPV, V2 goggles are the way to go. I'm telling you right now, forget everything that everybody is telling you about all the negativity. Oh, they're not worth it, blah, blah, blah. The drone camera is junk, this and that. It is not. It is the most spectacular thing as far as FPV so far that I have ever seen. So if you've been thinking about it and there's a lot of blah, 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 there's always a lot of controversy, I'm telling you right now, go get it. But, alright. So that's going to wrap it up for this video. Stay tuned at the end of this real quick though for the instructions on the V2 fix. Thanks for watching. This is Thumb FPV. Have a good one.